Ag Day Weather, brought to you by
One herbicide can't do it all. One herbicide portfolio can. BASF Advanced Weed Control for growers from BASF, the chemical company.
And welcome back to Ag Day. As of this morning, we have high pressure from Texas all the way into the northeast, keeping things fairly calm after all the storms that moved through on Sunday. Stationary front kind of lingering through Florida, producing some showers and storms. But the big item on the map is the storm coming into the west coast. That's going to cause a lot of issues as it moves across the country. Rain to the south and snow to the north, and in fact, northern Rockies, northern plains, some of you folks are in for a pretty good dose of snow over the next 2 to 3 days. Let's put the maps into motion. You can see a little area of rain moving into parts of Missouri, Illinois, and on into Wisconsin and the western Great Lakes as we head into this afternoon. But high pressure is still dominating most of the east, as you can see, except for parts of Florida and a few spots in the southwest. A streak of snow already coming across the Dakotas, but especially Wyoming, southern Montana with this system. And you can see some rain even far to the south into southern California. On through tonight, the storm system heads into southeastern Colorado. Widespread heavy snows developing in Wyoming, western Nebraska, western South Dakota, and some decent areas of rain developing across the southern plains from Oklahoma, and that will spread on toward the Great Lakes as we head through the day tomorrow. And the snow will spread into the western Great Lakes and still be snowing back into eastern Nebraska. So we're going to have a fair amount with some lingering rain and mountain snows in the southern portions of the Rockies. Now let's check precipitation estimates over the past 24 hours. Very little in the east except for southern and central Florida. Most of it's been out west, as you can see. Adding on the next 36 hours, we'll add a little bit more in Florida. We'll also pick up this moisture in the southern plains as it streaks toward the Great Lakes with some decent amounts in parts of the middle Mississippi Valley and some decent amounts of moisture, as you can see, in mostly the higher elevations of the Rockies, spreading into the northern plains. And of course, that's going to be snow in the higher elevations of the Rockies, and that will spread into the plain states with a band of 8 to 12 inches pretty likely spreading across eastern Wyoming, parts of Nebraska, parts of South Dakota, and eventually into the western Great Lakes. So a pretty good snowstorm there. High temperatures this afternoon, 30s and 40s in the Great Lakes, 50s in the Ohio Valley. Still in the upper 60s along the Gulf Coast, so pretty chilly air for this time of the year. But very cold air is coming in behind this system, and you can see that spreading across Montana into the north and South Dakota area, with some teens showing up by tomorrow morning in parts of that area. And then as we head into the day tomorrow, you can see that cold air continuing to come southward. Falling temperatures behind this storm system, otherwise into the 50s up into the Ohio Valley, 70s along the Gulf Coast. Here's the jet stream, and you can see this developing trough. A good chunk of it comes east, and that's what produces the storm. Then a blast of the coldest air of the season, but it kind of hangs back there. So more cold air, and we'll have to watch that storm system as it comes out next week, see exactly that path to see who gets the rain or snow. That's a look across the country. Now let's take a look at some local forecasts. For Kalispell, Montana today, mostly cloudy, turning much colder, high temperature of 29 and falling. And then for St. Joseph, Missouri, variably cloudy, breezy, cooler, high of 53. And Salisbury, Maryland, partly to mostly sunny and chilly, the high of 49.